So, I'm back and I don't understand how this was already almost a week. My goal is to stream maybe 3 times a week. Also, because I finally want to make some real progress here. That's not even 10%. Okay. I ordered a second camera and it should be here on Saturday. And purple butterfly sticker, and I think they will go on my sewing machine. Oh, the camera, yes. And I think this will replace this picture up here. I'm not quite sure if I should do half, so like split the screen, so or a little bit more like this. I hope the camera quality is okay, and since if I make it tiny, I feel like the quality will be a little bit better. I don't know. Okay. Also, I finally got one of those Hello Kitty mystery boxes from Action. And I have this one, and I was quite happy. I said I don't care which color, but at least it's a kitty. So, yeah, another thing is I want to make some progress, but no, not but I need to make progress, because if the beads run out and they are not in the store anymore, I don't want to think that far. 3 times a week. 3 times a week. That would be ideal. This is my plan. Here we are. Like I said, maybe no, it's not 10%, it's not. Okay, where's my needle? Here, it's here. And I finally... Hello, how are you? And I finally have the candle here. I was always talking about it and complaining about the knots, and finally, after I filmed the video, that's the first time I got up to get one. Let's see if it helps. Like I already said in the video, it's I don't know, it was never that big of a difference so far, but we see. I don't know how much I'm doing today. Maybe just this part here. Was there anything else I wanted to say? I hope the camera arrives earlier, but I'm kind of optimistic. It's quite often the case that it says a certain day and then it's earlier. So let's just begin. What I also do is replace the needle. It's quite dark. I feel like the what's the right word? It's not shell. The outer layer is just gone, and I can always feel it. Yeah, also talking about beads running out, I have 2 of these, the red ones. I mean, I don't need that many anymore, but I know for a fact that they don't sell these anymore, so I hope they last me. I hope. Oh. Mm. Feels so dark. Hmm. I have everything like always. I don't understand. Whatever. No. Maybe I have to turn the frame around for better lighting. Live streaming is really about voicing every thought you have, right? Or you run into the problem that you just can't think of anything. Like you don't even think. But that's also a reason why I like bead embroidery. I find it very relaxing. I grow into it, into the streaming and the endless talking. But like I said, you can also talk to me, right? Yeah, the microphone holder would be the next thing I look for. No, the next thing I really have to look for is a USB port, or I think that's the right word for it. I'm streaming from a laptop and I have a microphone and a mouse and this camera. And if I have a second, I either have to unplug the mouse or I just get a USB port. That's the next thing I got. And then if I had kinda the audacity, I could just write companies, right? Asking for a sponsor or for a gifted collab. It feels so weird though. I should and I could be doing it, but I don't know. They can still say no, but if you never try, you never know. But on the other hand, gifts count as income and you have to tax it. So it kind of has to be worth it too. I don't know. I also feel a little bit like I rather buy it myself and then with no strings attached, and I can talk bad about it if it is. I think I was for 3 years now, no, let's say 2, where I thought, you know what, maybe I should ask for sponsorships, but from companies, stuff I actually use. And but I also feel like beads, there are certain websites, online shops that do work with creators, and I already got a few inquiries, emails, offers, but it's always is it worth it, or let me be honest, it's often just not worth it. So, and I don't even mean this in a, oh, they don't want to pay. It's let's say you get they tell you can have $20, euro, whatever, as what you can spend, right, on beads, but you also have to consider the shipping. Thank you so much, Ramona. You have to consider the shipping, and so now what you have left are €5, and that's a problem with, like, I think sponsorships from across the world. Long story short, I wanted to. It was a goal of mine to find companies to work with, but like I said, I feel weird. I should have a little bit more audacity, maybe. Yeah, and the offers that come are a little bit like, I don't want to do it. Or they are incredibly random. I feel like their company, you just immediately know that they send this to everyone. Really, really unrelated to what I do on my channel sometimes. And you can just immediately tell. Yeah, and I feel like in this DIY handmade, maybe art. No, I don't really watch much art channels anymore, but I feel like it's not a great niche to get sponsorships. No. Also, I feel like with makeup or clothing or what, there's much more opportunities. At least what I see, and yeah, and back to the topic of offers from anyone, Let's say you get those 20 euro free beads, which is actually 5, and then they want exaggerated maybe a little bit, 5 tutorials and 10 stories, and like you still have to charge for your time, and you could discuss it, right, and argue and whatnot, but I'm just so I just want to do whatever I do here and not do business, but that's I should ask for more free stuff. Nah, like I said. Now it feels like I'm just like I just like to complain. Wasn't I complaining last live also about something? But it's just what comes to my mind. And like I said, I either just talk or it will be very quiet. But I see also quite a few videos here and there of creators talking about this, so maybe some of you are also content creator and probably made also your own experiences regarding to collabs. Well, yeah, too often how being humble also gets you nowhere, and I believe that 100%. Do I cut it and make another knot separately, or do I just take it a little bit across? Yeah, I just keep it now. Like I explained in the video, I will just have a very thick layer of glue at the end, and it won't matter anymore. Oh. 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 What makes streaming for me challenging is the wrong word. But for example, last video I was apologizing so much because I thought thank you. I hope it will look the same. It will have the same effect if it's finished. What I was saying was I apologized a lot because I thought what I was saying made no sense. And I watched it back, and I think you can see the it made sense, kinda, right? But if you stream, it's like I said, you try to just talk what comes to your mind, and at least for me, in my case, that might be not always um, be in a straight line, or at least that's what it feels like. Because in my head, I'm jumping from A to B to C, and then I overthink what I just said and think, did this make sense or not? And and if you have like no one really in front of you, you know, like in a conversation, it goes from one person to another, and you're just rambling what's in your mind. It's mm, yeah, it's confusing for me too, and I always think, did this make sense now, or because in my head it goes like this, right? And I don't know what's like, unless I watch it back, but then it's already too late. It's already out there. Already lost 20 followers again. It's like, okay, that's, yeah. I better not watch this one again. Do you understand me or not? That is the question here. Yeah, and then I think about it, and I'm like, wait, I forgot to mention that. And like 50% from the explanation are missing, and do I go back and talk about this again? But then we're back at this, right? This type of monologue. It's just something I see afterwards, and yeah. Hmm. This will be so close together, the heart and the drops. Oh, what? I had my headphones on and they turned off, and I thought something was playing. Maybe that's just empty. I don't think they are. Yeah, I was talking. The one on the right, on the top, the hearts and the drops are very close together. Which could also be an issue if I try to fill them later. Oh. But I don't want to change it now. Also, one tip I have for you, if you do something like this, usually, at least for me, the beads take more space than you think. So don't make it too tiny, the spaces, and because it will just push everything to the side and the lines will not be as clean anymore. That's why I'm a little bit worried that this space is too short, too small, tight, thin, whatever. Okay. Yeah. Just checking how much. So the bugle beads here would work. Just try to make it a little bit smaller. Just a tiny bit. Also try to freehand stitch, embroider. I would not recommend. Always change the sketch. I'm speaking from experience. The next video will be about sequins. I think I film this tomorrow. What day is today? Monday, Tuesday? Yeah. Wednesday. Let's see when the camera arrives. Hey. Oh. One question I always had for my viewers in particular is when it comes to short form content, do you like it more short and quick and aesthetic, or educational, not like full-blown tutorials, but a little bit longer so you can follow a little bit better? Because it's always you're always torn between make it, because you know everyone tells you no one has the attention and it has to be fast and bum 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 bum. Sometimes I feel like, but sometimes I feel the videos, like shorts in particular, that are a little bit longer, uh, get more views. Not only for myself, also what I see others do. And it makes sense, right? You would save it, more likely to save it, right? Yeah, like I'm a little bit torn between these two. If I should do it for short attention span or for people who want to learn it. But like I said, if there's if a lot of people want to see it as tutorial, I usually did it a little bit later. I don't know. I don't even watch that much beading content myself. Sometimes something pops on my feed and I try to analyze it. Let's say it was a very viral video someone else had, and then I see compared, it's like long, the sequences are quite long and it's not, and I think okay, maybe that's what people want to see more. Like I said, I try to analyze why some videos go well and some don't, but often I don't really get to one answer to. I mean, let's not talk about algorithm, and I also feel like there is luck involved. Okay, true. Let's say you post something and it gets 10 views they push it out for the first time in that moment. These 10 people, are these really the right people for it or not? Because do you always see only content that relates to you? Do you like every video you see? No, right? So luck is a factor. It still is. But yeah, that's why I'm asking you, what do you want to see more of? And I try to consider it the next time I try to cut it. See, again, I feel like I did not explain that as precise as I wanted. And then, did this make sense or not? The fabric feels kind of loose on this frame. I don't want to make it too tight because the last time the snowflake got stretched and it was then a little bit elongated, and it's still fine, but if you have it on the frame for too long, it will stretch. Man, I never talk that much on a stream. Do you see? I'm growing into it. I slowly do. This will also benefit my regular videos, I think. Learning to talk more freely was also on my goal list from like 2 years ago. Already. It's like when I said I want to film vlogs and do the artist's way, but I felt too blocked, which this book should have solved. I haven't started. I have not. I started it. I don't know when, but I didn't do more than like a week. Or I didn't do it. I read a little bit, and I never really journaled what I was supposed to journal. I just read those questions and tried to solve it in my head. I answer it in my head. Solve. It's the wrong word, but now I don't really feel that motivated to do it in general. I don't know. But also I don't feel as blocked as usual lately. The time will come where I try it again. Maybe I wanted to order. There's this other book, I don't remember the name, but people often compare it, and it's not much about journaling. I don't want to say that I don't know it. There's The Artist's Way, and there's, I don't remember the name. Maybe that's a little bit more my thing. Now the thread is so short, it slips out of the needle. I love it. I love it. Please don't test my patience. Just let me finish the heart. So, here. That's enough space between the heart and the other line. It's quite ugly though. Right there is a little bit of a dent. But like the fabric is a little bit loose and I'll try again. I'm almost done. Almost. Is this a little cat? Cute. Yes, yes. I would say yes. Definitely. How about you? Do you have one? Here it is. See, I was talking about this space here, but it should be just enough for one row of bugle beads. And then oh. So maybe soon. Yeah. I think I will do this one here. It's another of these drops. Yeah. How, and this took me almost an hour. That's crazy. Oh, the beads here on the heart are a little bit. I think I made a mistake. No, I fixed that another time. Happened to me before. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Let me use some leftover thread. Oh my. There's another loose thread part beads. How? It's not that let's not be too dramatic. You can fix it or not. See that? How? I'm just genuinely surprised how that happened. See that? Oh, that. If I do this a little bit longer, will it break? It's all loose. But it's not even open. That's why I don't understand it. It's fixable. It is. But I don't know how that happened. Usually it's like you sew down and then the thread gets tangled in another knot, like a few centimeter to the side, and then yeah, if the knot doesn't hold it anymore, and then it's loose. But I don't even see how that's even possible here. Okay. Will not fix it now, but I'm really confused. Oh, I need that now. Hold up. Oh, I was looking for the needle. Yeah, and here I have it too. Always 5 minutes before you're done. Wasn't it also like last stream? Lost. I feel like 1 hour and then my focus is out of the window. But I stay persistent. I want to finish this part and then we're good for today. We're really good. I have no wax on this thread now. I forgot about it. Please don't taste my patience. Please don't. Why was I... Why does this not work? Forget about it. Okay. I completely zoned out. I'm sorry, I forgot about you. So, I'm very unhappy with that. See how that's not very tight on the frame? And I can see the result. It's like I should tighten it sideways, but I can't with this. Oh, no, no, no. Let's not. Okay. I hope when I fill this, it will be a little bit rounder and Mm. There's still the option to do it again, but not today. I think I will fix this off stream, same as here. I'm honestly not sure if I like these. On the drawing, yeah, but I'm tired and I'm unfocused. So I just look at it tomorrow again in daylight with fresh eyes. And wrong side here. I think a next stream, maybe. Thank you. I'm a little bit picky sometimes. Maybe tomorrow. Maybe tomorrow. Wednesday, Thursday. Like I said, the new camera is there on Saturday, maybe earlier, but there will be another stream in between. Definitely. Like I said, I want to make some progress here. And see you next time.